What's going on, YouTube? I'm Scotch.
And I'm Sniff.
And we're Scotch and
Sniff. Today we're going to open some Japanese whiskey.
Ooh.
Just for you guys to see it. This is real Japanese whiskey.
We can't do too much. It's only got to be 10 seconds.
Right.
And then we'll get copyright.
Oh, we're going to get a copyright strike?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got this single barrel pick from Jack Rose from Kaiyo.
Kaiyo!
If you guys have been paying attention to the Japanese whiskey market, Kaiyo is actually legit Japanese whiskey. The only thing they do that falls outside of the lines of the new rules that the JSLMA has put together for...
Oh, you mean the JSLMA?
Correct. The only thing that they do that falls outside of the rules of the JSLMA for what makes a Japanese whiskey is they don't bottle it there. They do everything else for the Japanese process there, for whiskey process rather, but they don't actually bottle it there. They bottle it in America. So, which would fall them out. They would fall outside of the new Japanese whiskey rules, but those rules aren't in law yet. So I'm sure there will be some back and forth between the people who are part of the JSLMA so they can make up a, just make a good decision about what they want to do.
Exactly.
For what Japanese whiskey would be called. So
Look out for the JSLMA.
this is Cask strength.
Near you.
This is Cask strength, 56% alcohol by volume.
Aged in Mizunara oak.
Yep, and it should be good.
I'm looking forward to it. Mizunara seems to be a hot wood recently that people are cask aging, which it's just white oak, but it's Japanese white oak. So there's definitely a reason why it was chosen.
So a lot of Mizunara casks that people are going nuts over are super expensive right now. And this, for cask strength, an entire 750 ml bottle, was only $130.
Ooh.
And I'm spilling all over the place because this bottle shape is crazy.
The neck is very
The neck is
wide
not a
compared
good
to
way to pour.
Yeah.
You think this is Mizunara?
That'd be really cool.
That would be sick, but also probably expensive.
I mean, it's straight grained, it's white wood. It'd be neat. So I think I'm after we've tasted a couple of these Mizunara oaks, I can kind of, I guess maybe I'm tasting what the effects of being
Mizunara is?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you normally get that from Hibiki and everything else then?
No, Hibiki isn't aged in Mizunara.
What's it, ex-bourbon? Mm-hmm. Is it really?
A blend, I mean, a piece of the blend. Just wanted to test the table, give
Just making sure the glass...
the table a taste.
Correct.
You're spilling all over. How much have you been drinking?
Not enough.
Yeah.
I can't help it that I don't have good dexterity. So when it comes to swirling, I'm just trying to coat the glass, get a little bit of alcohol out so I can get more.
So there's a unique kind of like fruit, like a...
Like a kumquat.
No, definitely not like a kumquat.
I just said that.
Kumquats are bitter.
I have no idea what a kumquat
Tart.
tastes like. Are they?
It's the mini oranges that you eat the whole thing.
Ooh, I hate those. you undersold the bitter part of that. Those are horrible.
They're bitter and tart.
Kumquats are trash.
They're good when they're stewed though, and then you make like a jam out of it.
Is it a bitter jam?
No, because you add a ton of sugar to it, like marmalade. Marmalade is just orange rinds.
Are these fruit really good if you have to add a ton of sugar to get them to taste good? You know how sad you made me with cranberries? Because I love dried cranberries. And you were like, dried cranberries don't taste good.
Sugar
and I was like,
dry,
what?
yeah.
So I tried dried cranberries. Tastes like trash.
They're so
They're bitter, like
astringent.
on a new level.
They'll dry out your whole... That's it right there. That should be the thumbnail.
Did I look like Alien? Did I look like Alien?
No.
That's what they make me feel like. Drink your whiskey. I do get that weird note, though, that you were talking about. It's fruity, but it's like some very specific, I'm sure, fruit that people smell in there.
There's some powerful spice when you first get it on your tongue. Well, I mean, I forgot that it's 56%. So, wow. So no, it is a powerful spice, and there's no alcohol burn. Surprisingly, I don't know why I'm looking down. I should be looking at you guys. Oh man.
It's causing a lot of salivating, though.
It is causing a lot of salivation.
I don't know that's a lot of alcohol.
There is there's an incredible amount of spice.
That's the problem though. Is like this is one of
It's
those
a good,
cases where like
rich spice that's not.
cask strength is good here, but it's only because you're going to be the responsible adult at home and cut it down.
Well, not just yes, and I think what you're alluding to with the high alcohol is that it's carrying flavors over.
Oh, a ton.
But generally, whenever you have super high alcohol, it carries flavors over, and then you get hit with this really like wave of alcohol, like ethanol.
He's had enough.
Yeah, but this is like. It's really nice in the spice department and delivering flavor, but not killing you with the alcohol. I can see why Jack Rose picked this. They don't play around when they
Pick barrels?
pick barrels.
Like that one time they picked a barrel of...
Like, was it a barrel of poop?
No, it was a barrel of chocolate chip cookies.
A barrel of chocolate chip cookies?
It wasn't a barrel of chocolate chip cookies. It was a stinking...
I could go for a chocolate
What's
chip
that
cookie.
brand that I
haven't had
don't...
chocolate chip
What's the
cookies in a
brand
long
that I
time.
don't really like? They do like a 4-year... Willet.
Ardbeg?
Willet.
Oh.
But like, Jack Rose's Willet picks are always... I don't know if they just go to Willet and they're like, Bill, come over here to our secret room where we got the good stuff. And they just show them the honey barrels. Because I've had Willet Family Rye and... but like their picks, I literally will get crazy notes. I'll get dark chocolate. I'll get chocolate chip cookies. I'll get just delicious stuff. So I don't know.
This is a delicious whiskey. It's nice and velvety. I like the spice. I kind of like that I'm kind of sensing what the Mizunara flavor profile. I'm building like a library of flavors in my head for what things are cask aged in Mizunara taste like. There's vanilla flavors. There's stone fruit, stewed fruits. Yeah. What do you think? I'm really surprised
I'm getting
with the
super
alcohol
strong
content.
vanilla. The alcohol, it needs to come down. Like, because I think that I've burned my tongue on like the 56% right off the bat because it was a lot hotter than I thought it was. I know you were saying like, oh, it's not too bad. And I was like, no, I'm getting it like, and it's riding.
I wonder what that is because like I seriously.
With water though, now I'm getting.
Did you add
like,
water?
Yeah, I did. I added 4 drops in here. Now I'm getting like the more soft, subtle flavors. It was still velvety. It was velvety at 56. It's still velvety at whatever I just cut it down to. I'm sure I cut it in half. So it's still got a really, really fantastic viscous mouthfeel. In terms of the flavors though, I'm still getting that whatever that weird note is that we got in the beginning.
Snickerdoodle cookies, do you get anything like that? Like a shortbread or like
More like shortbread, less like snickerdoodle.
like a high fat with like super low cinnamon. It's not even cinnamon spice that's in there, but it's like
funny because you said
a
snickerdoodle, so I immediately thought of like cinnamon sugar.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more of the like the lard aspect or the buttery aspect of the cookie and like sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a shortbread cookie. It's like a fat butter cookie. Oh man, it's like a big fat butter cookie, which is super awesome because oh man, it just imparts so much. I don't know.
So for me, the alcohol actually spiked a little bit, adding water,
That's funny.
which is funny. Yeah, this is good. I wouldn't imagine. I'm not getting any Japanese characteristics from this because it's very forward. It's very strong on the
cookie.
spice.
Just a touch of fruit. You were saying stone fruit, but maybe stone fruit.
Or maybe like
I'm just getting
a stewed fruit that's
Honestly,
like increases
I'm
the
getting
sweetness.
mostly butter cookie and just a touch of oak. That's it. That's like the like most of.
Do you not get the spice?
Oh, the spices. That's a gift. I'm getting spices, but I'm not getting any specific ones that I can tell you like, oh, it's this spice, it's this spice. I'm getting something spicy, but I don't. At this point, I can't tell if it's the difference between like the alcohol hit because of. I'm telling you, 56 is hotter than you're saying. But like, I can't tell if it's the alcohol or if it's actually like spice flavors that I'm getting from the wood.
And this is definitely not characteristically Japanese at all.
Oh, this is nothing like Japanese. Oh my gosh, when's the last time I had a Japanese whiskey that tasted like a butter cookie? No. Also, this tastes amazing. I bet it would pair well with butter cookies. It'd just be overload. It'd be fat oil overload.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds good.
This is really. How much was this?
125. 125.
That's a deal.
125 then taxes. But
That's very tasty.
Can't say that on camera. I'll leave it alone.
Oh.
We'll say 125.
So it's nothing. It's definitely an atypical Japanese whiskey. It's not soft. It's not subtle.
Yeah, no,
it's not
this is
40% or
This
43%.
is probably one a cracker from the first Aladdin with
Yeah.
like stinking butter cookies. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
The vanilla is heavy. The
vanilla-
butter is heavy.
yes.
It's but not like overly so. It's I like it. And You're saying that the alcohol was huge, but I don't know.
I got a huge hit off the bat.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat, it was like, and I was like,
For me, it was. I mean,
the flavor was there too, but it was also very hot. Like, but with a little bit of water, it was perfect. But everybody's palate is different.
yeah.
So yeah, no, that totally did it. So have you guys tried this? Have you guys ever tried Kaiyo, or wanted to try like newer Japanese whiskeys that are actually Japanese whiskey? This is definitely a good one to try. If you're in the DC area,
Head over to Jack
definitely
Rose.
head over to Jack Rose and grab one of these bottles.
Or pour yourself a sample.
I was quasi-skeptical, but one of our favorite friends over there, Chris, was like, hey, dude, you should totally try it. It's totally good. And I was like, all right. Because I had read his notes, and I thought they were interesting, but I didn't, like, if he had said buttered cookie like this, I'd have been all over it even faster. So this just worked out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm a believer.
I believe that you should like, comment, or subscribe down below. That's right, I made it a hand thing.
Gang signals.
I did. Gang signs.
Yeah.
Whiskey gang signs.
Whiskey gang signs.
Are there whiskey gang signs? Does this stand
Now
for
there
whiskey?
are. Now there are.
Does this stand for whiskey?
Whiskey. Whiskey side.
Is this every day? Whiskey every day?
Whiskey every day.
I'm so scared.